Hello, good afternoon. It's now 1 year since the start of the all-out bin worker strike in Birmingham. Although there have been talks, the two sides appear to be no closer to any breakthrough in what's become one of the longest-running industrial disputes in recent years. The workers who are part of the Unite union began their all-out strike action over pay and job security. The council said changes were needed for financial reasons and to modernise waste collections. Catherine Sancheshin has been at the bin depot in Tyseley this morning and can tell us more.
Victory to the bin workers is the chant that's been on this picket line this morning, a picket line that's been manned every day here in Tyseley since last year when this continuous strike began. How did we get here? Well, Birmingham City Council says it needs to modernise its service, and to do that it needed to change some roles and cut some pay as well. Unite says that what amounted to an £8,000 pay cut for some roles is a red line and unacceptable. But where are we now? Well, what we know is that talks broke down last summer. Unite claims there was a deal on the table that was then retracted. Birmingham City Council said it has offered as much as it can without opening up potential equal pay liability. So it seems we are still in this position where both sides are completely entrenched. We know that Unite workers have a mandate to strike until at least September. But could something happen as we approach an election? You would think that both sides, it might be in their interests to try and work this out before potential regime change, potential differences at Birmingham City Council. At the moment, though, it's difficult to see anything changing. These workers still on strike a year on.
Well, Birmingham City Council leader John Cotton says he's keen to resolve the dispute and last week apologised for not being able to make a breakthrough. Unite says it too wants to end the dispute, but there would be no end to the strikes until there was, in what it calls, a fair deal.
We want to bring this dispute to an end, but I must make it absolutely clear that we have made several offers to Unite, all of which have been rejected. We are going to continue with the modernisation of the service, which will mean the introduction of food recycling and the reintroduction of both dry recycling and green collections from June of this year.
I never expected to be here a year after the continuous action began, and the frustrating thing for us is that we don't have to be here, or we didn't have to be here. Now, we were in ACAS negotiations in the summer, forced through by our General Secretary. We had the potential for a deal at that point that could have been done. So we shouldn't be here. The council should be back in the room and getting back on with those negotiations that we started at ACAS.
Now, over the past year, we've heard lots of your stories on this, and many of you have told us you're unhappy and think not enough is being done to resolve the dispute.
The bin men, they've been on strike for a year, and we're having, sporadic bin collections. As you can see, there are rubbish left on the streets, and the people are saying, we're tired. We need better than this.